back to my channel. It's Liv. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my entire SLG collection. And for those of you who don't already know, an SLG is a small leather good. So currently my SLG collection is nothing but Louis Vuitton. And I am really excited to share with you guys all of my items. Some items that maybe if I could go back I might not have purchased in the first place, and some items that are just essentials for my Louis Vuitton collection. So I'll just get right into it.
So ice cold good humor. They say I'm out of my mind, standing on the outside, but it's cooler, it's fresher, I like it here.
So my first SLG, and I'm going to do these in the order that I purchased them. This was my first ever Louis Vuitton purchase, and it is my Louis Vuitton Insolite wallet in the Damier Ebene pattern. The reason that I bought this item is because I had saved up quite little nest egg, and I was going to just do a huge Louis Vuitton haul. But I opted to first actually purchase my first Louis Vuitton item to make sure that I liked the brand, that I liked the canvassing, the patterns, and things like that. And this was my first purchase. I believe when I got this, it was around $800 US. I'm not sure if the price has increased at all. I do know some brands do experience price increase over the years, but I'm not entirely sure about Louis Vuitton. So just an overview of the bag of the wallet. This is I guess like a bifold. It opens up to all of your credit card slots. So you have 6 slots on each side, 3 mirroring one another, and then a small pocket here that I may keep a Band-Aid or 2. I have a receipt in here and a little Polaroid picture of me and Anthony at the Kimball Art Museum, or like your Louis Vuitton card that comes with all of your purchases. And then on the pocket on the opposite side, I have a couple of cards, tickets to my first tech football game, and maybe some Polaroid little pictures in here and things like that. I don't pack too much in these little pockets just because I have noticed the more you fill this wallet, the harder it is to close. There is the snap enclosure 2 on both sides here. And if you do pack it too much, you'll see the leather kind of warp a little bit. As you can see from the flap, I have gotten a little bit of bending or warping here on the sides. And honestly, I don't know if you can quite tell, but I think that's mainly just from years of use. I got this back in 2012, and I think just the way I put it in my handbags has caused the leather to kind of bend out of shape a little bit. But other than that, I haven't had any scuffing. I've had minimal fabric wears here, and I think that's just from the bags that I do place this in. But outside of that, it's in pristine condition. You do have a small D-ring here on the side where when I first purchased this, you could get the little chain, kind of like on the Louis Vuitton, what is it called? Not Emily wallet, the Louis Vuitton Eva clutch, the little chain. You could get something like that similar to this, and literally a year after they went away with it, I don't think that they make it anymore. Now it's a leather clasping. I always tell myself that I'm going to get it, and I haven't yet. But you also do have this one zipper area that zips all the way down on the sides here with these 2 little tassels. And in here I may keep a few bills, or the 2 cards that I use most, which is my debit card and my credit card. When this wallet first came out, the iPhone was a lot thinner and smaller. So at one point I could put my iPhone in here and just take this out if I was going to get drinks or going out to dinner. And now I can't exactly do that because the iPhones have gotten extremely wide over the years. And there is another zipper here on the inside, which I'll keep more of my shopping cards, like Sam's Club, or I think I have an AutoZone, one for BB and things like that, Ulta, Sephora, and things like that. And another pocket here on the side, which you could also put bills. I don't really use it. As you can see, I don't really like carrying cash. I feel like I spend unnecessarily when I have cash available. But outside of this, for this to be almost 7 years old now, it's in pristine condition. It's still one of my favorite Louis Vuitton purchases, and this is definitely what I would consider a a necessity with your Louis Vuitton collection when it comes to wallets. I'd probably get this in a lot smaller one if you have a smaller crossbody bag or something like this. But definitely a purchase that I'm very proud of, and I probably wouldn't change a thing. My next Louis Vuitton small leather good is also going to be a wallet. It is my most recent purchase. This is the Louis Vuitton Zippy coin purse, and I am so in love with this. Ever since I got my when I had my Chanel double flap classic bag in the size small and my Alma BB, this is just a necessity. Sometimes I even find myself reaching for this more than my Insolite wallet if I'm going to run a quick errand or going to the grocery store and I only need this in my phone. It's absolutely perfect. I purchased this pre-love off of Tradesy for I think less than $100 US. The leather has minimal signs of aging. The leather hasn't cracked one bit. There's no fray in the stitching. The zipper is very smooth. It doesn't get caught on anything. It is an older Louis Vuitton zipper. It's not the same as many of my SLGs, or maybe it's a newer one. A lot of my SLGs are more vintage, but this is in the Monogram canvas. No additional patterns or anything like that. But I am so glad that I purchased this. I would purchase it pre-loved. I see a lot of the Zippy coin purse and kiss lock wallets on Tradesy and Fashion File for under $100 US, and it just seemed more practical for the small handbags that I have. I'm trying to downsize a lot, or downsize significantly on what I carry in my handbags, and this is just become such a staple item for me. So I don't have a specific color for the interior, as you can see. I know a lot have like the fuchsia or red interior, but this is just the brown leather, and it has 3 card slots on this side and a small pocket on the back. As you can see, I have a feminine product back here. The gap here, which I keep receipts or business cards and things, and then on the reflected side, 3 card slots as well, another pouch, another feminine product. But on the center, it has 1 small pocket, and I'll keep something like maybe my business card or perhaps my social security card and things like that, maybe some cash or something. But it's a staple. It carries everything that I absolutely need in it, and it fits perfectly in my small handbags without taking up much room at all. And I can fit quite a bit in here. It's not stretched at all. As you can see, there's no leather like aging or warping from trying to stuff it too full. It does fit all the necessary cards, my credit card, debit card, driver's license, and a few business cards. So this is just a staple item for me. My next item is another wallet. This is my first Louis Vuitton purchase in the Epi leather. I also purchased this one pre-love. This is the Louis Vuitton Kiss Lock wallet in the Epi leather. It's like a white, actually not even, you know, I wouldn't say white, it's like a off-white, almost beige in color, and it has the snap enclosure here, and it opens up, and you have your credit card slots here. You have 4, and you have 2 pockets, so you have a pocket immediately behind the credit card slot holder, and then another one just behind that, but additional credit cards, business cards and things like that, and then you have the kind of folded area for your handbills that fit nicely in there. So again, I don't really carry cash too often, but if I do, I will reach for this wallet. I also like pairing this with my new Gucci Marmont shoulder bag, just because the colors are in similarity. You don't have a pocket on the other side. It is just the Kiss Lock enclosure, and you have something perfect for business cards. As you can see, I have a few in here. Another credit card if you wish, or if you carry coins and things like that. So this is a perfect bag. I find myself using this most when I travel, solely because when I do travel overseas, that happens to be when I carry cash the most. So I like that I have the functionality of a place for bills, credit card slots, and coins. I find that when I go like Europe very often, or when I went to Thailand, that I had a lot of, you know, miscellaneous coins in my pocket. So it fit perfectly in my little Kiss Lock enclosure here in the back. As far as aging, I have had this for about 2 years now. It has slight discoloration. I don't know if you'll be able to quite tell, but I think that's just from placing it inside bags, like my Damier bin bags. The red has kind of slightly rubbed off, but not too much to where you could immediately see. But I am very self-conscious of that with bags that I pair this with, which is why it goes perfect with my Gucci Marmont, because the interior doesn't have a bright color that the dye would rub off on the gorgeous epi leather. I could see myself giving this to my little sister or trying to sell it, but I do know that I love the kiss lock style, and if I do decide to part ways with this gorgeous wallet, that I will repurchase it just in a different canvassing or leather. So my next Louis Vuitton small leather good is my most recent purchase as well, and it is the Louis Vuitton keychain. I purchased this with my Alma BB in the Damier Ebene canvas for my during my Louis Vuitton haul that I will post somewhere on this video screen so you guys can watch it. But the reason that I got it in this specific canvassing, it's in the Monogram canvassing it's part of the trunks, locks and trunks collection, so it has the little trunk and locket here on the top, and then the second little leather patch has like just says Louis Vuitton and, you know, different countries and things like that, and on the back it has this gorgeous fuchsia color with a little pattern going across it, and then Louis Vuitton Paris, made in Italy, engraved on the back. It also has this additional ring. I guess if you wanted to use this solely as a keychain and put your keys on this ring here, that would be useful. But I decided to purchase this because I thought the Monogram canvassing clashed beautifully with my Damier Ebene Alma BB, and the pop of color really gave that bag a little more character. This currently retails for, I think, about $220, maybe $250 US. They have several different ones to choose from, but I just really liked the fuchsia, and I think that it clashed beautifully with my Alma BB. My next SLG is going to be my Louis Vuitton Cosmetic pouch in the size PM, I think this is, and this is in the Monogram canvassing. This was also a pre-loved purchase, and the reason why was because I didn't really carry makeup. I don't really carry makeup around in my handbags. So there was never really an immediate need for me to have a cosmetic pouch to pair with my handbags. So I really just love the shape, and I love the functionality of it, and I also use this quite a lot when I travel. So in my carry-on bag, I will put plenty of cosmetic items to kind of freshen up during a long flight, or just pack along the essentials, which is very minimal, like a lip gloss, brow pencil, mascara, and maybe a little bit of concealer. So this is perfect for when I travel and I'm going the minimalist route. But the reason I got it pre-loved is because I wasn't gawking for it. So I didn't really want to spend the full dollar amount on an item that wasn't at the top of my wish list. So I got it pre-loved to see, okay, do I like it? Will I use it? And if I do, maybe I'll add another one, maybe one with the seasonal patterns or things like that on it. I haven't used it as much, but I will say the functionality is well worth the price that I paid. I think I only got this for maybe $175 US pre-loved. The inside has worn considerably over the years. The leather has kind of begun to break away from wear and kind of stretching it out when I do pack it quite full. But outside of that, it's in still just as good condition to use on a daily basis. I keep a few feminine products back here, some hair ties. I keep an EOS hand cream, mascara. I have a travel size perfume. I have a itty bitty foundation canister here that I got from Sephora, as well as a little applicator sponge. I have a tiny manicure kit, a lip balm, a tinted lip balm, and I have my Burt's Bees chapstick, as well as some medications like Midol and Tylenol and things like that. My next small leather good is going to be my second Louis Vuitton purchase, and it is the key holder in the Damier Ebene canvas. I actually purchased this with my Insolite wallet and the same canvassing, as you can tell, back in 2012, and it was because I wanted a like a keychain or a key holder or something, and this was before either before they had the key holders, or they weren't as popular, so I didn't know they were as available to me, so I got this instead. There has been minimal to no wear, just the slight wear and like kind of chipping on the zipper here and then on the key holder, and I think that's because it kind of clacking against my keys, falling on the ground, being shoved in places and things like that. But now that I do have a key holder, I don't really quite use this as a keychain. I use it primarily to pop in business cards for networking events or business cards of my own. So there's that. My next small leather good is my key holder, and it is in the Monogram canvassing. It is the 4-ring key holder by Louis Vuitton. So this is the key holder, the 4-ring key holder. As you can see, it has quite a bit of wear there. Have a little bit of fraying of the stitching. The leather has a lot of wear. Again, it has 4 key holders, so I have my house key, mailbox key, my gate key, and a key here that is just a tiny little pocket knife there that my mom got me for Christmas. You can remove the key holders, which I just found out when I went into the Louis Vuitton store. So you can change that out. This isn't necessarily a pocket, but it is a little groove here in the back. So I have stuffed, you know, 20 bucks or something in the back there. It's not quite enough to fit like an ID card or anything like that. I think the 6 key holder would be best if you wanted to kind of just get a small leather good that you could pack other things in there. But it's very simple. It has considerable amount of wear, and my actual car key, as you can see, does not fit in there. So that's another reason why I slightly want the 6 key holder. I think that it has a better shot of fitting in there all the way. So usually I'll just have my car keys popped out on the outside, and I'll just have it like this jingling around in my handbag. Alright, so plenty of more small leather goods. We'll get into my next smallest leather good item, and that is my Louis Vuitton Agenda PM. As you guys know, I travel quite a lot, almost every 2 months. I do complete a little bit of work while I am on the road, so I need my Agenda. And my Agenda GM is so large, bulky, and heavy. I literally took that with me to Paris, and it was a dread in my carry-on. So I decided to just do a little downgrading. I still have my Agenda GM, but that's more of an office agenda, and this is my on-the-go agenda. So if you guys noticed, I have it all decorated. I love it. I love it. I think the colors that I chose to go with, the teal and the pink, go nicely with the Damier Azur. If you want to see how I made all my inserts and see how my agenda setup is, I will link the video after this as well. But I have this gorgeous little keychain here at the bottom, and I only have the essentials in here that I need when I am traveling. So I have my year outlook. I have you know, the area to make any business notes. I have my calendar for any important meetings, and then I have a to-do list here in the back for things that I need to accomplish while I am on the road. And then the line paper in the back I use to kind of help me with my travel budgeting. So when I do travel, I am very good with my money. I make sure that I have allocated enough for food, souvenirs, museums, things like that. So I kind of, you know, scribble back here with those items. It's probably my most recent SLG addition to my Louis Vuitton collection, and I am absolutely in love with it. I can't wait for my next adventure so I can ditch the GM and go with something more practical. If I had to choose, well, I just got it, so I can't quite say if I had to do it over again, would I still get it? But this is ideal for someone that works remote like I do. I travel a lot. I take my work with me whenever I want, wherever I go. So it's just easier for me to pack along a smaller agenda rather than something much larger, bulkier, and way heavier. Alright, so my next small leather good, it's not really small, but it's in the small leather good category, is my Louis Vuitton Agenda GM in the Monogram canvas. This was my first GM. This is probably my most used SLG. I mean, my keychain holder in my wallet I use every day, but this is my holy grail item. I use it every single day. I'm so glad that I got it in the Monogram. It has the button enclosure here, which I don't know if you could tell, but it's quite full, so I probably need to go through it and empty out pages of months that have already passed. But when you do, it's single canvassing all around. I've had this for, I think, 2 years now. It's in pristine condition, no fraying of the stitching, no warping of the leather, and I think that's primarily because I hold it when I'm using it because it's so large, or it'll go in an actual laptop bag where it's, you know, protected and things like that. So no wearing. It is very, very stuffed, as you can see. I don't have any special pin for this because since I use it every single day, I need a pin that just writes nicely. I don't have time to go and find something fancy. But this is my dashboard and my inside. I have a few little cards, this little Harry Potter, you know, like insert thing from Harry Potter land, some colorful paper, more cardstock to just give it a little bit of color, and then of course my dashboard and papers that are flying everywhere. So the reason that I love this so much is because I really do just stuff everything in here, from bills to pictures. I have some pictures of friends and business cards from like my favorite nail salon, hair salon, networking events, potential clients, and things like that. So I stuff all that in there. I have plenty of little motivational dashboard items, year outlook, things like that. So I'm very, very organized. And I have my dividers that I got off of Etsy, which I'm really in love with. And I have to-do lists in here. I also have my social media calendar to keep up with my analytics and my statistics on all my channels, as well as my blog. And I have my home finance kit that just has so many sticky notes in there. And then I have my favorite section, which is my travel section. I have a map of the world, as well as a list of all the places that I want to go. And then in the back, I just have, you know, some refills in this little paper protector, and then just a few more cardstocks and the cardboard that came with my Filofax insert. I keep that in the back to make sure that the back is very sturdy and I don't have to worry about warping or anything like that. All right, my next SLG is my Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch. I believe this is in the 26. Honestly, I've never used this as a toiletry pouch. I'm not going to lie to you. I suppose if I travel and I have those perfectly sized to like travel like containers, like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, this would be ideal because it is very thin. It takes up minimal space with its slender shape and figure. But currently I use it for makeup when I'm traveling or I do a weekend getaway, and that's only because I can fit an entire makeup palette in here. I have some makeup items, but it's quite large, it's quite deep, and it fits quite a bit, and then some to spare. There is no wear whatsoever. I mean, you can obviously tell that it is older because, you know, it's patinaged quite a bit. The zippers, you can tell it's been used. But as far as the leather, there's no fraying on the stitching. There's no warping. I don't have any scuffs or any stains or anything like that. But I use this for makeup when I travel. It fits everything that I carry on a day-to-day basis, and I'm so in love with it. So it has 3 pockets here for your travel size containers, 3 in the back, and then it has a single pocket back there, which you can put maybe feminine products, or I have my little pick and things like that. But some items that I keep in here, I have a wide tooth comb, a hairbrush, I have face wash, and then I have my little pocket that I keep my hair ties and things like that in. So it does fit quite a bit, and then some. So this is one of my favorite purchases of Louis Vuitton. If I could go back, I probably would save the money that I spent on this and get the king size toiletry kit, but I am still glad that I got this and added it to my collection, and I'm so in love with it. Alright guys, that is it for my SLG collection. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.